we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. These are things I, as your president, will change for all of you. I'm Alexander B. Cummings, and I'm running for president of the Republic of Liberia. We need to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Why are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity, don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. These are things I, as your president, will change for all of you. I'm Alexander B. Cummings, and I'm running for president of the Republic of Liberia.
These are things that we can solve. This is why we're fighting for Liberia. My people, let me tell you something. Something big is happening. I couldn't go to bed tonight, I couldn't afford to go to sleep tonight and ignore it. So I couldn't go to sleep tonight without paying attention to this big news, right? It is so important that I had to stay on and say, you know what, let's go ahead and talk a little bit. But I'm telling you, this news is so juicy. It is so big, like you don't want to miss it. The CPP, man, I'm telling you, collaborating political parties, they're out, man. Share the link, and I'm telling you, share the link because you don't want to miss this. Let me go ahead and play the thing in the back there, and then shortly I will be back on. But I'm telling you, my people, I ain't joking here with y'all. The CPP is coming outside. CPP is coming outside. CPP is coming outside. I'm telling y'all, I'm so excited. I kid you not. I had to say, let me go ahead and play something I saw here, man. Let's see that. The CPP coming outside, my people. Let me tell y'all something. CPP coming outside. This one is a 2-2 party. And I'm telling you, it's going to be grand. I couldn't sleep on this news, so I had to stay up tonight. I had to stay up tonight. It's breaking news. The CPP OSA. You think we're joking? Hey, we're not here, but we're here. Let's share the link. I want Saleh, I want Ballet, you want Makale, and the party back nearly. Overload. CPP Asama, people. I've been trying to tell you all along. I've been trying to tell y'all. I'm like, kid you not. He said that. This is late breaking news. CPP Asa. Every man deserves a body. Every man deserves a lady. Can't to party. Oh no. You know what, man? Let me just go back to my Liberian man. Yeah, CIC. Got a ball.
It's Crowd Up Boy, yeah. I'm too happy you came my way.
Listen, I'm too happy you came my way.
I just wanna be loving you. That's just how I wanna be.
CIC. A shout out to CIC, man.
I love you, don't oh.
Money, oh, money, baby. Money, baby.
Morning, oh, morning, baby.
Y'all see we inside it.
Morning, oh,
Money, baby. Money, oh, money, baby.
when you smile, the whole world freeze.
Yeah, man.
When you pose,
No need to say cheese.
your beauty that news letting carry the G.
Your beauty that news letting carry the G's.
No competition, you take it with.
And no competition, you take it with ease. This is the CPP.
Tell you not put down my
The CPP is moving strong.
nobody, whoever your spot, oh. Morning, oh, morning, baby.
Money or money, baby. Your money.
Morning, baby.
I'm telling you, my people, let me just get a break in the song. And I'm telling you, the news are pouring in. We're getting fiery. Y'all share the link because I'm telling you, listening. I told you guys the last time I got to wait a little late so I can be able to catch the people from Liberia. So right now it's 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. So it's probably about 3:30 in the morning in Liberia. And you know, I see the man Cyrus, man is up. These young bucks, they're getting ready to hit the streets, man, and start doing what we do. But again, let's go ahead and play the CIC as we kick off tonight's episode of Unapologetic. And you see it, breaking news.
It's Crowler boy, yeah. I too happy you came my way. Soon on they bring like a face I wanna see. I just wanna be loving you. Not just how I wanna be. I will ride for you like I'm gay. Now I want you, you're not pamble.
Money, oh, money, baby. Number 4.
Morning, baby.
That's the number. Alexander Cummings, the CPP. Listen, my people, the CPP coming outside. Money, oh, money, Liberia. Good morning, Nima County. We're broadcasting live on radio in Nima County. I'm telling you, we're coming out swinging. Unapologetic is the show. Yeah, my people, let me say hi here. And I see my biggest supporter here. Miss Wilson, how are you? Thanks for always being supportive. I appreciate you. I really do. My people, this is no time to sleep. I'm telling you, the horses are lining up. The cover is ready. CPP is on fire. A special shout out to the chairman, Musa Ability. NC Global Elos Munger. And to all our people there following tonight. My name is Duke Estrada JJ. Y'all know me, I'm 100,000% CPP. And we've been hitting the stump. Yesterday I had an opportunity to be a guest on OKFM with Julius J. And then followed by the closing argument. Today we jumped on the argument again via the closing argument. And tonight you never know, you might get somebody out here tonight as a surprise guest. But I'm telling you, we're here. Yeah, man, that was the man CIC. And listening, CIC is actually one of the best musicians in the Republic. We got the man Bucky Roy, and I see my old puppy here, Mr. Leonard Perkins. Thank you so much. Listening, my people, good things happening. We're going to be streaming and airing on local radio station in Nimba County. And so, Nimba, if you're listening, what's up? If you're catching this podcast live, I want to say a special shout out. If you're going to listen to the rerun of this program, this session of unapologetic. I want to say thanks as well. We're going to be making it our chance to stay up late at night and to be able to catch the people in Liberia on radio station as we get ready to kick things off. This is the most that I can do until we're ready, arrive in Monrovia. But I'm telling you, man, we are on fire. And so, special shout out to all of you who are following. I say thank you. Please share the link. Please go ahead and click and make sure people are following because it's important. This is election and campaign time, and we want to make sure our message is actually going across as well. I see the man here, Isaac Jackson in the house. What's up, man? Thank you so much. My people are listening. I want to kick this thing off quickly. And I said breaking news. Look, a lot of you have actually reached out about what's going on with the CPP. I see other political parties campaigning and people doing this, that, the rest of it. But what is going on with the CPP? But before I answer that question for you and get into the breaking news, let's go ahead, man, and put this in here, cue this in here by Mr. Comment.
We need to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Why are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity, don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. These are things I, as your president, will change for all of you. I'm Alexander B. Cummings, and I'm running for president of the Republic of Liberia.
That's number 4, Mr. Cummings in the house listening. So the CPP now is starting to hit the airwaves, and actually they're starting to push a little bit of the firepower, the machinery out there. So what you're witnessing right now is a little, short, video that was pushed out by the campaign team today, kind of like a warm approach, letting the people know that the CPP is actually coming outside and they are ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and do this. So, breaking news. So a lot of you have actually been reaching out. You've been talking about the collaborating political parties. You've been concerned about certain things, and you said, look, everything's going on. Everybody else seems to be campaigning. But what is happening with the CPP? First and foremost, I need you to all to relax because all is well with the CPP. But let me say this. What happened is pretty short. Within the last 48 hours, there was an unfortunate event that took place where the CPP lost its national chairman, Chairman Nitin. And so there was this 48 hours moratorium, right, that was actually put forth in observance of what has transpired and making sure that it was paying its respect, its due diligence to not only the people of Liberia, but acknowledging the family members and just the service of the chairman. And so that 48 hours has passed, and I'm going to tell you this, the CPP is actually gearing up to hit the airways and make sure that we're hitting my district. Let me tell you the good news. The good news here is there are hundreds of vehicles that are actually arriving. Logistics are actually here, and the CPP will be formally launching its campaign. I'm telling you, the CPP is going to come up swinging in all major counties. There's going to be official launch where the CPP is going to be coming out here and making sure that the Liberian people understand that it is serious when it says that Mr. Comics is the only option. So in the next couple of days or hours, you will see communication out there inviting all of you to be part of these events. If you're in Liberia, get ready to storm the various locations. If you're in Monrovia, hit the destination. Outside in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, make sure you're reaching out to your destination. But I'm telling you, the CPP fever is taking a whole different new level. I'm telling you, people are going to feel the presence of this campaign because the machinery are about to be unleashed. And a lot of people on the campaign team are looking forward to actually the official debut of the Cummings Bromskin ticket as well. So what does this mean for not only our people? What does it mean for all of you who have been jittery? It means that they had a strategy all along. They knew what they were doing. The focus point was to make sure that they were actually coordinating with all the different auxiliaries, all the different groupings, the structure, and to officially commence this aggressive campaign that was going to hit key parts of the country as well. I can assure you today, after speaking to the chairman, Musa Ability, and other people, I can assure you today that They have everything lined up, and they're confident enough that the gains that they've made up to this point and the strategies that they have is going to pay a huge dividend as well. Let me bring up something also that I believe is important here. While discussing, I could sense that there is this a wind of confidence, not only when we're speaking of the entire leadership structure of the campaign structure of the CPP, but they're very calculative and they're actually convinced that whatever they have, planned and actually organized is going to put them ahead. So then I had to sit and just ask some questions and think for a second. Why do you think the CPP is poised to win these elections? Why do you think the CPP and those who are representing the campaign continues to remain confident about the chance of Mr. Cummings in this election? I will refer you to Chairman Bill's ability recently on the closing argument and even to his post when he said that some of the erratic behaviors and patterns that you've actually seen from people that are part of the other political parties, don't get carried away. Usually is indication that these people see what is going on, on the back end when it comes to the CPP and what they're doing. They're reacting, right, to what could potentially happen. So again, what exactly are they confident about? Ladies and gentlemen, I can say on this show that in the upcoming days, there's going to be a big endorsement for the collaborative political party. Not only that, that particular endorsement is going to send shockwaves throughout the country. I think we've had some really pivotal endorsements swelling around the country, around the campaign. But I'm telling you, there's some endorsements that are so big, they're so significant, you can feel the ground shaking when that particular endorsement is finally revealed. And that explains why our brothers on the other side have been reacting, because they've seen the maneuvers and they suspected that something was going to break again the way of Mr. Cummings. And so the only thing that they had to do was to run empty propaganda that turned out to be a fallacy. But there's a big news that's coming from the camp of the CPP. And this news is going to shake the entire Liberia and all of the campaigns, because a lot of people did not expect that this would happen. I spoke to members of the campaign team and other individuals on the back end, and when I was, giving a little bit of hint about what is about to transpire, I could not keep that good news in my heart, and I said I had to come up immediately and fire up the base, because I'm telling you, this one is going to shock the airwaves and it's going to choke a lot of these people. What this endorsement is going to do is, in addition to Putin, let's look at Graham Bassett. Graham Bassett is going to fall in the column of the CPP. I'm convinced that the collaborating political party is going to win the entire Bassett belt. They're going to win the portion of the Gribble belt as well, which means, and based upon all of the calculations, I'm confident that Mr. Cummings and the CPP, Charlene Brumsky, will pick up at least 100,000 plus votes along the Bassett belt. Then when we look at strategically Montserrat, and we say that Montserrat is going to be one of these places that we expect the CPP to be, a very, 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 calculated, strategic, and to be able to pick up some numbers. And I know exactly what's going to happen in Montserrat because of maneuvers and revelations that's going to be made. And that tells me, without certainty, with the utmost certainty in my heart, that the CPP is going to go big in Montserrat County as well. But something bigger is brewing. Something bigger is brewing. Something so big is brewing and breaking along the way of Mr. Cummings that this particular thing is going to give the CPP a lead advantage when it comes to moving in the second round. Mr. Cummings working, my people. This man's been doing the work. And we have been telling these people that it is about the relationships. At this crucial point in time, it is about bringing people who are assets to this campaign and can strategically formulate a plan that would be effective enough to not only add the numbers, but to be able to take down a certain portion of your competitors. So tonight, as I was sitting and listening to all of the breakdown and all of the political maneuvers, I couldn't help but smile a little bit. And I'm like, wow, this is really unfolding before our very own eyes. My fellow CPP partisans, let me tell you here, you stop being carried away by elements from the Unity Party. Trust me. The Unity Party is a political institution that over the years being around politics, they have learned the essence of propaganda and finesse. But when it comes to election in Liberia, besides propaganda and finesse, you have to do the work. You have to build the relationships. You've got to be able to make sure that you're doing all that you can do to get the right type of people in your corner. In 2017, when I supported the Unity Party at that time, not because at that time, I always believed Mr. Cummings was the right candidate. I saw the propaganda machinery of the Unity Party and was one of those people who was very instrumental when it comes to the UPUSA candidate, when it comes to the propaganda, the way that we're actually pushing forth that particular information. And one thing I saw was this narrative that we tried to create. And even though things look bleak on the end, even though we saw from the reality is that the Unity Party and Omer Boyka had no chance of winning that election. Even before. But we continue to push propaganda that even made people like the CDC afraid. And so I am familiar with the machinery of the Unity Party and the propaganda. And I know what's going on. But my people, after tonight, that breaking news, I can assure you that the CPP is poised to make it to the second round, and they will do so based upon their calculations and the relationships that they have built. Think about it. When you look at the projections, let's go to Lofa County that has been a dominant area for the former vice president. For Joseph Boyka to make it to the second round, he has to win Lofa County by a majority of the vote, if not 65% out. Anything lower than that number means that it is trouble for the Unity Party. And I know with utmost certainty, confidence, that Lofa County is going to be a battleground county. Because the Congress for Democratic Change, they have completely removed themselves from Monserrate County, and they re-strategized and turned the machineries and the firepower in the Lofa County area. Let's look at FOIA. FOIA was always the heart of the resistance of the broadcast campaign in Lofa County. CDC's managed to take over FOIA. They are now controlling the political narrative in FOIA. And if FOIA falls, that means we have a tight race in Lofa County. Upper Wong is gone. Then you go into Solomba competitive area. And the projection and all the information that we have shows us that it is going to be a competitive race in Lofa County. And in this case, my people, if the race is close in Lofa County, let's admit it's going to go in the column of the CDC. But let's look at it this way. Even if the race is close and the former vice president sneak up with a win, we know what happened during the last by-election. That win that he could potentially leave with would not be the kind of majority that they need to be able to build something that the Liberian people can look at and say, you know what, this man is doing something, he's going to make it the second round. When Lo-Fi falls, when Lo-Fi reaches to the point wherein it becomes a battleground county, I'm telling you, it is a problem for the Unity Party. Let's also move into Nimba County. There has been some kind of, created excitement for the Unity Party. Let's look at that. So we look at Nimba County, and we say at Nimba County there, what do we see in Nimba County? Well, truth be told, that in Nimba County, it is another battleground county. You have the likes of Tiawan Gonglo and Ide Gonglo. You have Roland Doe and all of these people from the Congress of Democratic Change. Then you have the Joseph Boyka and the Jeremiah Cohn. You've got pockets of resistance across Nimba County that's going to make it another difficult race and difficult campaign for the Unity Party. So the logic tells me here that the only political party amongst the three that is poised to win more than 80% of any county or a particular county in the race will be the CPP. The CPP is going to win the Bassa Belt by 75-80% of the vote. And if Alexander Cummings and Charlene Bromsky sweeps the Bassa Belt with 75-80% of the votes, and they pick up pockets of other areas, they are automatically in the second round. You sweep the Bassa vote, you get a share of the Southeast, you go and pick up Bombay County. I'm telling you, you are into the second round. And this is why Alice Cummings, Charlene Bromsky, and the CPP, they are the most dangerous political party when it comes to crafting an electoral win. They are the only political party that can pull a majority 70+% in a particular county. Ladies and gentlemen, after the breaking news tonight, I can tell you that the CPP will win pretty close to 80% across the Bassa Belt. The river says, Passa, Morovia, all of the counties that's got the pockets attached to the Bassa Belt is going to be swept by the collaborating political party. All Ella Cummings has to do going forward, pick up votes in Montserrat County, pick up votes in other areas. In Lo-Fi County, he's going to pick up votes on the Muslim Belt. In Bond County, it is a race between the collaborating political parties and the CDC. I can tell you, it is a Jewel Howard Taylor and a Henry Yallow race. In Bond County, the CPP will pull a majority of the lion's share in Bond County. So when we look at Bond County, it's going to be a race between the CPP and the CDC in Bond County. When the CPP wins over 70% of the votes in the Bassa Belt, take their share of the Southeast, dominate in Bond County against the CDC, win Bombay County, I'm telling you, Alice Cummings is automatically in the second round. And we're saying this and continuing to make this argument. And we keep letting these people know, don't fall for the chicanery that you see from the Unity Party. I'm telling you, the CPP machinery, they're coming out, they're ready to fire. Look, after tonight, after that conversation, the CPP are coming out with fire. Because they now see that the path for victory is clear. You got this There's particular triple team of President Guy Finley, the Baron Brown. You got the Charlene Brumskin. You got those heavyweights in the Bassa belt that's going to sweep across there. Then you got a Henry Yala. Then you in Bummy County, you see the kind of work they're doing there. And you come to Monserrado where you know that it's going to be a dog fight there with Mr. Cummings actually picking up some of the votes, if not a larger majority of the votes. And the Southeast will be a race between the CDC and the CPP. When this happened, knowing that Lofa County is about to fall to the CDC, that tells you that the Unity Party only hope now falls on Nimba County. But even at Nimba County, it becomes so competitive to the point they will not squeak out the win or the margin needed to make it to the second round. Big endorsement is coming for the collaborating political parties. And I tell you, what I'm seeing and the conversations that I had tonight, I can assure you that this race, the CPP will be in the second round. There's a difference between propaganda versus reality. Reality sits wearing a certain political institution, build the kind of relationship that's needed to help them get over the hump. While many of these political parties were running around here, the mouse and depending on stuff, Mr. Cummings was building solid relationships with the people that he needs in his corner to be able to get the kind of results that he needs. I am optimistic tonight. I am hopeful. I am confident. I could not go to bed tonight without speaking and letting you all know what is about to unfold. While it is true, I'm on an obligation to be very careful in revealing the big news, I can say to you that this is going to be another defining moment of this campaign, and that the CPP Alexander Cummings yet again continues to prove that he is or he will be a force to reckon with when it comes to the 2023 elections. Our other people on the side, they've had nothing to offer. They have not told you anything about what they're going to do to transform the lives of the Liberian people. And after the violence with the Unity Party today, a lot of voters now are starting to think, is this really what we want? Are these people the kind of people that we need to waste our time on to put into office? People are starting to question. The Unity Party are starting to question a lot of the things that they did today. And because of that, I'm telling you, a lot of people are now raising their eyebrows. Maryland is in the southeast. So the CPP is getting ready to formally launch its campaign. It has identified several areas that's going to be the point of its campaign launch. They're stomping every areas. They're not leaving any stones unturned. And they're confident based upon all that they have in terms of the strategies that they see Mr. Cummings is going to make it to the second round. So what the plan is now, they're reaching out and trying to build relationships with key individuals who are going to be strategic pieces in the second round. The Unity Party is going nowhere. Don't mind that. That's a part of noise. Don't pay them any attention. All that nonsense they're doing around is just empty BS. But the Unity Party is not going anywhere, my people. Trust me. You know, we know them. We know how they can talk. The Unity Party is going nowhere. All the noise that you hear from people in the Unity Party that in front of the campaign there and store the headquarters, you ever seen the Unity Party outside of Monrovia? That be honest. Y'all think When the last time you saw anything serious from the Unity Party outside of Monrovia or Monserrado? You have not. But you've seen a lot of activities from the CPP in those areas. Quincy, how are you, my brother? I know you're still in Liberia. I hope all is going well, my man. Try to hit me up. So, my people, CPP favor is hitting the city. They were getting ready to take over the nation's capital and other parts to send a message to people who continue to talk rubbish. Good morning. I'm telling you, I am telling you, all my people, I'm telling you, something big is about to happen. And after I've spoken to the heavyweights from the CPP, I am very, very confident that we are indeed ready. No, you know, there's certain news. You not see me up this late, even though I said I will be up late and start to talk about these things yet. Have you seen me? Look, I'm telling you, these people are about to experience the shock of their lives. While one group was actually focused on strategies and the actual work, the other ones were only relying on propaganda and threatening other people. They were not doing the work. What kind of serious political party that would resort to violence, especially you're trying to unseat the incumbent, and the only thing you're doing is attacking, doing all of the stuff? Come on, man. And you think they're going anywhere? They're not going anywhere, my people. Tonight, reignited my fire, even though I was still fiery. When I got through with that news, when I sat down and had that conversation, my body began to shake. The insides of me felt, oh my goodness, like it was resurrection morning. I am telling you, Mr. Cummings got something off his sleeve that a lot of these people are not expecting. The CPP will shut down. The CPP are about to shut down. I'm telling you, I am telling you on record tonight, based upon all that I have seen, based upon the conversations, based upon all of the details, based upon what I've understood in terms of strategy, I can project on this call that Mr. Cummings and the CPP will shock them. Will shock them, my people. You know, I'm trying to get a special guest on here tonight for at least 2 minutes to be able to add a little bit of flavor to this breaking news. And, you know, we got a little bit of issue going on. But, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Don't ever count Alexander Cummings out. Don't, my people, don't ever. No, CPP partisans, I want all of you to take to social media, because I'm telling you, there is a big news coming, and this one is going to shock the people and the political landscape. You know, I talked to a certain CPP executive, and we smiled a little bit. And I just had this kind of thing on my face. I'm like, man, oh, wow. This is pretty interesting. And I was trying to go to bed. I'm like, how can I sleep on this kind of good news? Hey, my people, you know, sis, let me tell you this. There is no way. Absolutely no way. There is absolutely no way that we can sit on a news like this that we can not celebrate tonight. So if you actually believe him as a Cummings, I need to put it on here because I'm telling you.
Bati, Alexander Cummings, Bati. Zekwe, CPP, Zekwe, Charlie Broski.
That Alexander Cummings we won. The Liberian people want Alexander Cummings, and the Liberian people will get Alexander Cummings. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. CPP fever hits Liberia. Big endorsement coming. The news that will shock an entire nation. And tonight on Unapologetic, the late night, early morning edition, I want to tell you tonight that Alexander Cummings is going to make it to the second round, and Alex Cummings will win these elections. Number 4 on the ballot, my people. Number 4, this child that was born at the government hospital, this man who has risen above all of the travesty and all of the nonsense that's been spewed against him, the child of a religious figure, the one that have attempted to destroy, the one that have talked to court for no damn reason, the Alex Cummings that have accused, the one that have actually said that the Liberian people don't know him, is about to be the next president of the Republic of Liberia. Alexander Cummings is your next president. Book it, sign, seal, delivered. Alexander Cummings is the next president of the Republic of Liberia. After this breaking news, after this information I've heard, I am confident, my people. I'm confident. This man is about to shock an entire country. Wow. Wow. You know, I've always tried to ask people to proceed with caution. Because some of us have been there, we've done that, we've seen this unfold before. And we continue to tell the Liberian people, and some of you, don't listen to the noisemakers. Sometimes don't listen to the people running all around and talking. Don't get carried away by the noise in the market. I'm telling you, my people, something's coming. And let me just go ahead and send a shout out to my people in Nimba County who are waking up this morning. You're going to your farms. You're going everywhere. You're probably, excited about the next day and all of that stuff. We want to say thank you for tuning into Unapologetic. We are the most powerful voice in online media, speaking everything CPP. My people, let me tell you something. Please vote number 4 on our ballot for Mr. Comey and Charlene Bronsky. Charlene Bronsky, that your own daughter from Nimba County too. So you there listening. Alexander Cummings is the man who was able to help you to open the Nima Community College, the university, the men who are contributed to the hospital there in Nima County, that Alexander Cummings. So I just want to tell you this on radio as you listen to this podcast live, or if you listen to the rerun of this podcast, you're in Saclay, PA, you're in all of the other places, in Ganta as well. I want to say welcome you to Unapologetic. And I want to say the name is Alexander Cummings, and he's the next president of the Republic of Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Bati, glow, you are Bati, Alexander coming, Bati, Zekwe, CPP, Zekwe, Charlie Broski, Zekwe, I want, za,
party, ha. Stand up, barrel, ha. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm officially welcoming you to the celebration of Liberia's next president, Alexander B. Cummings. We are projecting on the show tonight that based upon everything we know, Alex Cummings is the next president of the Republic of Liberia.
Let's go, everybody.
Take out your white handkerchief. Ja Eddie in the house. Aliana. Co-fire that Cummings we want. Firebreaker said that Cummings we want. Emma said that Cummings we want. The Liberian people say that Cummings they want. You were on another podcast. This is Unapologetic. And my name is Duke Estrada JJ. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready. We're ready. Teresa Cummings. We inside.
CPP, oh yeah.
The CPP, collaborating political party, number 4 on the ballot. What are you talking about, my people? You think we joking here?
Mommy can't tell who you want. Papa the country, that who you want. Son of country, that who you want. Rebel G country, that who you want. I am the Yakula, who you want.
Mariah Yakula.
If I join your party that fall, now why your colors be? I think your colors.
If I don't join your party that falls. So my people, let me tell you this, fire's coming.
My Liberian people, who you want? My Yana boss, who you want? My women, that who you want? My better.
Let me tell you this.
The system fighting, my people, the system shaking. We want to the teaching, but the now one listening.
The system is shaking. The system is fighting. We're now live on radio in Nimba County. Unapologetic. Early late night edition, early morning edition. That's going to be a rerun of this. My people, let me just tell you this here. This news here is too juicy. And I see people here reaching out, people texting and everything. Yeah, I know, I get it. My people, let me tell you this. Let me tell you something here. We're not here to be joking. Okay. You understand me? You know, you know, we're not joking. We're not joking at all. You know, what if I say? Serious, what's up? It's all Clyde's up. He's living in Liberia right now. You know, we're not joking at all. We're absolutely not joking at all. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. I had to come up a little bit to let the CPP partisans know that something big is about to break and that we are at the point wherein we are going to do something in Liberia that's going to shock the system. And we're confident based upon all of the projections, all of the things that we've seen thus far. And Mr. Cummings is the next president. So over the next several days, the collaborating political parties is going to be all over the place. You know, this one is from the Punchline Reverend. You know, we will be back for more information.
My blessing down the hole.
Blessing overflow.
King Jesus down in me.
King Jesus, man. This is the man Punchline Reverend.
Like the ocean.
We're celebrating Alexander Cummings and his march to the presidency. We're rejoicing over this big news. And we're confident that the CPP will be marching on to victory. And based on the data and all the information we have, yeah, my people, God is good, though. A blessing overflow. Let me kick this again. There's the man Rufiki in the house. And let me bring this podcast to an end because I got something that I will be back on here tomorrow night to talk about. By the way, we're going to do the late night and early morning show because we know our people in Liberalism will be carrying the life on radio station in Nimba County as well. I just want to make this clear. But tonight, something big unfolded, and I just want to just give you a little bit, a tip of the iceberg. But I'm telling you, there's something shocking that's happening, and pretty soon, many of you will get to experience the level of excitement that I feel inside of me tonight. You understand me? But I'm going to say this tonight. On that note, my people in Nima County, I want to say thank you very much. All of you who have tuned in briefly, I want to say thank you. Know that Unapologetic is back on there. Duke is back on there. I need all of you to continue to share this link and to be part of these podcasts as we're moving forward, because I'm going to tell you this is a crucial time. The CPP will have to continue to push this machinery and make sure that we have this media presence. That's what we're getting on the airwaves. We're having this conversation. Catch me weekdays on The Closing Argument, the biggest social media show, the biggest online platform and radio platform in the entire nation. And I'll make appearances. I want to say thank you to Julius J. I said thank you, Julius J., for giving the opportunity to be able to make the case for Mr. Cummings on OKFM. I look forward to returning to that platform. But catch us on the Hot FM and True FM as well as we continue to make the case for Mr. Cummings. But I'm going to tell you this as well. We'll be on a radio station in Nimba County, and Bond County will relay this as well. And I'm telling you, this is why we're here to continue to make the case to the Liberian people, because we believe that Mr. Cummings is the only one that can change things in that country. That's why we continue to push harder. This is why we continue to work harder, because we believe better days are ahead. On that note, I want to bring this podcast to an end. I will be back, trust me, with more G's and more news. And I'm telling you, anything in the CPP you want to know about, the Lord, juice of conversation. If you're on the edge a little bit and you want to know what's going on, I'm going to bring it. But until next time, my name is Duke Estrada, JJ, signing off on radio. But again, my people, this is good news Good news coming from Mr. Cummings, and let's celebrate the blessing that he continues to experience. And on that note, this is the man Rufus Kwan, the Punchline Reverend, listening.
My blessing don't it overflow. King Jesus don't it make me glow. Yeah. I'm dripping like the ocean water. That blessing is my potion. I don't know where it's away. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know where it's for your love. You don't the place. Oh no, no, not you. You don't the place about your love. Yeah. Blessing over,
Blessing overflow. Mr. Cummings blessing. A CPP blessing. Blessings overflowing all over. I'm telling you, if you're prayerful, say a prayer tonight for Mr. Cummings and the entire campaign. Keep us in your prayers. And keep all of those who will be traveling to Liberia in your prayers. I'm telling you, my people, a lot of good news coming our way. And all we can do is put our hands together and just celebrate and say thanks to God. And it's always a pleasure to have you all listening in and following me and being supportive. It's always a pleasure to be able to speak on behalf of the interest of the Liberian people. It's a pleasure to stand with Mr. Cummings through all of the adversity. I'm not perfect, my people. You aren't perfect as well. But we believe that amidst all of our imperfections, we're confident that we're standing on the right side of history. And that's what I support, Mr. Cummings. And I want to call on all of you in Radio Land, Nima Kante. Please vote for Mr. Cummings and Charlotte Bromskin. They're number 4 on the ballot. He's a chosen one. He's the one that can change that country around. Employment in our country, that is job creation. The rising issue of disadvantaged young people, putting women and young people back to work, providing the society that we need to thrive. ABC is his name. ABC is who we've come to love. And ABC is the one we'll continue to be supportive of. The CPP is ready. I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The CPP is coming outside. Good night, y'all. It has been a good one from my end. And let me go ahead and leave you with this one directly from the next president of the Republic of Liberia. And his name is Alexander Cummings.
We need to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Why are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity, don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. These are things I, as your president, will change for all of you. I'm Alexander B. Cummings, and I'm running for president of the Republic of Liberia.